welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a get ready with me, but I'm gonna be using a bunch of new products that I have been testing out for the past couple of weeks, and I was like, you know, I share them on stories, but then I don't actually get to share them with you on here, like on YouTube. And I thought it'd be a fun way to kind of introduce these products to you and show you exactly how I use them. So let's get started. To start, I'm gonna prime my under eyes, and I'm using this 3-in-1 renewal therapy from Colorescience. It's called Total Eye. And if you guys are not familiar with Colorescience, I actually was first introduced to them by my best friend who's a dermatologist, and she carries it in office. And what it is, like, it started with a little mineral powder which you could reapply because it has sunscreen in it. So I loved the concept. I was like, oh my god, this is a fantastic way to get your, you know, sun protection but also maintain your makeup, because how are you supposed to reapply sunscreen otherwise, right? It just doesn't make sense. So I really loved that concept, and ever since then I've fallen in love with the brand in general, but I have yet to try other products. So this one is the Total Eye, like I said, and what I love about it, okay, first of all, it has a metal applicating tip, which to me is already a huge win, because whenever you have a metal applicator, that means you're getting a nice cooling effect, and that means if you have inflammation or you have puffy under eyes, you are going to see that this aids in helping decrease all of that. So that's great. Number two, I love the way that it pumps out. It pumps at the top, so you see that right there? The product pumps out like that, and it has a peachy tone to it, which I really like, because especially for women of color, so like of Indian skin tone or brown skin, you want a peachy color to help correct. And since this is a primer and brightener, it is gonna do exactly that. So if you already use a corrector, you do not have to use that step. And what I would suggest is just start out light, because it is a nice thick consistency, so you can use a little bit and a little will go a long way. If you're like me and there are those days that you're just like, oh my gosh, I have to get out the door, I like keeping this in my purse. You can put it on in the morning, put a little concealer, it almost acts as your concealer, and just leave out the door. But today I'm going to show you how I use it basically as a primer and a corrector and brightener, and then go on with my other makeup. So I'm just going to dot it. I like to start at the inner corner and just lightly dot all the way across, and then I just take my finger, and you'll see it's going to instantly brighten that area. For me, this could definitely act as a concealer if I needed it to, but it is still a little light for me, so I love that I can use it to correct. Like right there, you see that? Look at that, it just lifted that area. And again, it is still a little light on me, but I'm going to put my concealer on top of it. You can tell from there, from here to here, it just helps brighten that area, and it's going to make for a great base for everything else that's gonna go on top. So there you go. And again, this has SPF in it, so it's SPF 35. I mean, it's a win-win. Usually when I put on sunscreen, I'm focusing on everything else except for my under eye, because I have my eye cream. So this is just ensuring you get that added protection. I do have a coupon code for this, which I'm going to link below. And if you do use that, you are also gonna get a free bonus eye gel, which I'm gonna use today, but it's really fun. It's a cream gel eyeliner. I have the color black. So I'm gonna list that below, so go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested in purchasing this. But I really do like this because I can put this in my purse, throw it in there if I'm on the go and I absolutely don't have any time. This is a great way. It's like a multi-purpose stick. For me, especially as a busy mom on the go, that is huge. Anything that's multi-purpose, I can use it to protect my under eyes, hydrate, prime, and also conceal and brighten. Win-win, right? Okay, so now we're gonna move on to primer. This is from Huda Beauty. So you have options for 2, Complexion Perfection and Matte Perfection. I don't really have oily skin, so I'm just gonna go in with the Complexion Perfection. Just take a nice little dab of that. And what I like to do with primers is I like to pretty much focus on the areas. Ooh. Has like a smell to it, like a little mentholy smell. But what I like to do is I like to focus on the T-zone, anywhere where I feel like my pores are a little bit larger and need that extra, you know, blurring effect. That's where I put it. Interesting. This has like almost like a mentholy feel to it, which is nice. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. Okay, now I'm moving on to my brows. If you know me, I use my $1.50 brow pencil from Daiso, the Japanese dollar store. And I ran out of that, and I thought, you know what, I need to try something different because a lot of you ladies also have been asking me for alternatives. So this is the Chella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. And I really like this. I have been using it for the past couple weeks, so I like how you get the little angled brush on one end and then you have the cream on the other. So you don't have to have like the pot and then the applicator. The only thing I wish it had with it is the actual spoolie, because I love brushing my brows out. So I'm just gonna apply this, although I do like the texture and consistency of this, especially if you're a novice and you're not too keen on having, you know, too much product come out immediately. I really, really do like this. Done my brows in the past 2 weeks, so I need to get on that. Now we're going on to concealer. I absolutely love my Tarte Shape Tape. It's like one of the only ones I use, but I did recently get my hands on the Becca Cosmetics Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer. So this is in the color Sesame. So this is what it looks like. I love everything Becca, especially related to highlights and lip glosses. Their Glow Gloss is one of my favorites right now. I have them in every color. And I just like the packaging. It's very easy to use. The applicator is not one of my favorites. I think I'm learning that the applicator is like a big deal to me, because the Tarte Shape Tape, for instance, has an applicator that looks like that. Do you see that doe foot applicator? It's huge. It just provides easy coverage without that much hassle. Today I'm just gonna play with the Becca because it's brand new to me and I just wanna see how the consistency is. And one thing I've been doing recently too is I just take the concealer and I'll just kind of put it right there in that area where I would mainly have like darkness, and then I'm gonna blend it out. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just going to take this and then use that to blend out. So I like to go down and out. That kind of like upside down triangle look. So I will say this concealer is very hydrating, which is nice. Very hydrating. I think I could go, this is the color Sesame, I could probably go one shade up, just so, because this is very brightening. And I tend to like concealer that matches my skin versus going lighter. So here's a little trick. If you go lighter on your concealer by accident, you're like, oh my gosh, that's way too light, and you don't want that reverse raccoon look, just blend out more. Don't add any more, but just blend it out. And pretty much in the center of your face, because that's where you want more lightness if you do seek that. So just kind of take whatever product's left over, put it on the center of the forehead, and focus there, and then it kind of just helps blend that all together. I'm gonna bronze up a little bit, but yeah, I think as far as coverage goes, I really like it. I think I just need to go maybe a tad darker. So this is Sesame. I would probably go the shade up, which I don't know what that is, but I will find out. Then we are going to move on to setting powder and bronzer and contour. Now, these are all things that are huge for me because my setting powder, if you guys know me, there's two that I really like right now, the Maybelline Fit Me and then my Coty Airspun. But today I'm gonna try the Laura Mercier Translucent Glow Powder. I tried this once and I absolutely loved it. It just gave me that really pretty healthy glow. But first, before I do that, I'm going to contour. So I'm just gonna go in with my Wet n Wild contour stick. This is my dual ended and this is in medium tan. And I just like to focus on the nose area. A high point of my cheeks and then the forehead. And then this part I don't really use. It's always like never worn down, but I just like the center of my nose. And then I'm gonna take this little brush right here, this contour brush. This is from my makeup brush set. I used to have a code. I don't know if it works anymore. I will link it below, but to let you know, it's IG 15 AMIR. Some of you gals were telling me on Instagram that it wasn't working anymore. I don't know if it stopped or not, but we will try it out. Try it out, ladies. Okay, so I'm just applying that. There we go. Okay, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the setting powder on. It has a special brush, the Laura Mercier brush, which I love it because look at it's like angled, so it's supposed to hit them angles really nicely. And I'm gonna just take some of that setting powder I just like this powder because it does give you a really nice glow in addition to setting everything. And I feel like now that I have this on, the concealer is starting to feel a little bit more blended and not too light. I don't even know if you can tell in the screen. One thing I noticed was just like, look at how pretty that glow is. The glow is really, really pretty. Now, I always like to bronze a little bit, and one of my favorites, if you guys have not seen my drugstore dupes, you guys have to check that out because I have a whole thing on drugstore products that are exactly of my high-end ones. So today I'm going to use the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil. Just want to try something different. It's matte. So the one that I usually like has a little bit of shimmer in it, but nothing too crazy because I don't want to like have glitter everywhere. So I'm just going to take this, and I like to start on the forehead and then go down to the cheeks and the jawline. Really light. Oh my gosh, this has a lot of pigment. It's nice. Really pretty. But you see, like, it just kind of wakes me up and sculpts my face. There we go. It's really pretty and super pigmented, so I love the casing too. It's really pretty. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlighter and blush. So I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Peach. This is the blush color Infusion. I'm loving this right now. This is in the color Peach. And I'm just taking, oh sorry, for my bronzer, I use the Revlon brush. This is the powder brush. Revlon has some of the most amazing drugstore brushes. Everyone asks me what I use to apply my bronzer with, and this has been my go-to lately, and it's from Revlon. So I have that one, and I also have the contour brush, which I use for highlight. Love it. This one is from Aesthetica. This came in my BoxyCharm, and I really like it. So I'm just gonna take this blush right here, and I'm just gonna hit the apples on my cheek and go up. It's really, I really love the color of this, but it also just gives me like that nice flush look. And a little goes a long way. I feel like blush is one of those things that really can help you just look more alive and glowy and healthy, you know? So I love blush. Blush is one thing I never skip on. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush, and I'm going to go in with this rose gold highlighter from Jouer Cosmetics. So I have another one that's called Citrine, which was my favorite, and it like shattered everywhere, so I have to put the alcohol in and everything. So I'm just going to use this, but what I've noticed is, oh my gosh, it is so pigmented. Their highlighters are amazing. And I am not the, ooh, this is a beautiful color. Oh my gosh, I think I might like this even more than Citrine. I am not the kind of gal that likes like the streak of highlight. I like it to look very blended and just like a spot of color. Wow, that is pretty. This is really nice. Just gonna hit the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and there you go. Okay, for the eyes, I'm gonna go in with this palette from Crown. Look at the colors in here. It's just really nice and neutral. So I'm just gonna go, and what I normally do, I'll do like a color like this, like a nice transition color. And I'm all about using transition colors as pretty much my base whenever I'm in a rush or like my day-to-day. That is what I do, because I just want something that's gonna give me warmth on my lids without trying too hard. I'm not looking for anything too, you know, precise. And I love my Morphe M43 433 brush. That's like one of my favorite brushes to use. So I'm just taking this and I'm kind of doing like a windshield wiper all over the lids. I'm going to take that same brush and I'm just going to go in with a deeper color right here, this more orangey color. And I'm going to concentrate on the outer corner. These colors are beautiful, and what I'm noticing is that there is no fallout, which I really appreciate. I don't have any fallout here, but this is totally my go-to colors. You know, very warm neutrals. Like, I need to do more cool neutrals, but warm is up my alley. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna take this little shimmer one right here. I always like to do a little shimmer just, ooh, that is pigmented. If I use shimmer on the daily, it would just be in the center of the lid. And since this is neutral, I feel like it's okay. We can do it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the Colorescience gel liner. Now on a day-to-day, I don't really like to wear that much liner. I'll kind of keep it really simple. But what I like about this is that I'm gonna just take a little tapered brush. This is from Aesthetica as well. And I'm just going to go right above my lash line and hit pretty much just the outer corner like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a like pencil brush like this. I'm gonna take that and I'm just going to smudge it out. And that helps me not have to be precise, but I'm still getting that nice drama and added depth in my look. But you can see I just have a little extra drama there now, and I really like that. This liner is really good. It's nice and creamy. And remember, you can get this for free when you order the 3-in-1 from Colorescience. Love using gel liners when I wanna just have like a more blended look. It makes it so easy to do. What I like to do always is I take the gel and I'll just tightline underneath the eyes. I'm gonna curl my lashes, and I'm gonna curl my lashes. This is my Daiso lash curler. It's literally $1.50. I can't beat it. I don't know why. It's one that I have not been able to replace, but anyways. There's been so much hype about this mascara. This is from Wander Beauty, and I'm really excited to try it. So this is the Volume and Curl Mascara. I've heard so much about it. People have just raved about it, so I am definitely putting this to test today. I feel like for me, mascaras, what I really like about them, or where I tell if I like them or not, obviously is like with the initial application. Does it feel like it is giving me the volume and length that I want? Does it show that much difference from the other eye? But second is like, does it not flake throughout the day? I hate when mascara flakes throughout the day. I am noticing great lift, which is huge because my lashes tend to be more straight. They're long, but they're just straight. Okay, so I'm gonna test this on the bottom too. So you can see it just has like a nice curvature to it. So I'm gonna just hit the bottom lashes to see how it holds up. And then I'm going to go in with that same pencil brush. I'm just gonna take whatever's left over and I'm going to just kind of smoke out that bottom lash line a little bit. This is the Mercier Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick, and this is in the color Vibe. It's one of my favorites. It's a perfect neutral, and it's matte, so it's perfect for daytime. Easy to apply. I like to just kind of run my fingers around it, so that way it's nothing too dramatic. And then if you want to just give a little bit of like movement to it, I'll just take like a gloss. So I'm using my Becca Glow gloss, and I'll just kind of lightly go around it. And this is in the color Rose Gold. Kind of like a rose gold thing going right now. Lastly is setting spray. And I love my Cover FX and I love Pixie. But this one is Tropez Natural Glowing Skin. This smells good. So good. And it's a setting spray. I wish you guys could smell it. It's good. Setting spray, but it also is a bronzing water face mist. So I think over time it just kind of helps you get like a natural glow. But it definitely doesn't give you like a self tan where you're gonna streak or anything like that. So that is about it, you guys. This was my get ready with me with a full face of new products. And I mean, except for the contour. The contour was the only thing I didn't use that was new, but everything else was. And I don't know, I really like it. I think the interesting thing is, I think at the end of the day, you may look the same as you normally do, but I do feel like there are little things that you notice yourself throughout the day that make a huge difference. For instance, the 3-in-1 from Colorescience is a huge thing that I feel like is going to be a staple in my kit, only because of the added skincare benefits. I'm always looking for that, like the fact that I have sun protection for my under eyes, it's a primer, and it's also hydrating that area. It cancels out the corrector that I would be using. So I don't know, I feel like it's something that is great. I feel nice and glowy. So yeah, this is it. This is basically it. And you know what? Today we are gonna do the top knot, and we're just gonna rock it because mom doesn't have time. Mom doesn't have time. I don't even know if you can hear my little guy. He's downstairs, he's waiting for me. I gotta go. I hope you guys enjoy this little get ready with me, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye.